Once you've updated all your statuses for a student and followed the numbered steps on the screen, it's time to choose how the report will look.
I'd now like to draw your attention to the report options accordion bar across the bottom of this screen. And if I select anywhere in this rectangle, I'm now seeing many more options on how I'd like to generate the same report design. So at the top, I can choose between a cumulative or non-cumulative report. And cumulative means all of the learning that's happened up until the end date of the term selected, as opposed to non-cumulative, which only shows learning within that specific date range of the term or terms selected. You recall there, the next set of options is about concepts on the report. By default, display only concepts on which the student worked. That will lead to the fullest report and usually makes parents the happiest. But you could also choose to display all concepts, even if they haven't worked on them, to give a roadmap for the future. And finally, in this section, display all standards for a student's grade and only standards above grade level that the student worked. So this is for those generating a standards report, and those are designated by a grade level on the report design. So MRX knows what grade the student is and what grade the standards are, and therefore can show when they're above proficiency, which ultimately makes everybody happy, I think. In the next set of criteria, this is all about showing or hiding lessons. So by default, you're not showing lessons, which is a much more digestible and shorter report. But if you want to give a bit more detail, you'll most likely select the third option to display lessons, pulling from the most specific lesson field only if progress has been recorded. Once again, giving detail, but giving a very full looking report. You could say give lessons even if no progress has been recorded to show potential future learning, or show lessons based on the presentation material field if your lessons are set up in a way that enhances that. Finally, I can choose to include attendance at the top of the report or the bottom of the report, or not at all,
along with the option to not show the grade or show the grade at the top of the report.
So feel this out, and the best way you'll understand it is to try a combination of everything and see what you like. You'll know right away. But just to give you a feel, I've changed one bubble here to show lessons, and I hit View Report in the lower right again. And now I have the exact same report for the same student with the same categories and concepts in the same order, but now I'm showing lessons. And you can see how different a vibe this is by giving that Montessori world included on the report. So you may like this, you may hate it. It's totally your call. That's why we're flexible. Please play around and enjoy the Generate Report screen.